What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to make the interior for your Refresh series pet store. And I don't really know what else to say. I mean, here it is. I'll show the inside, obviously. This is very interesting. You'll see, actually, for the first time in the area that I'm at right now, I use banner letters in our tutorial, which is kind of crazy. Here's all the animals and stuff. Not a ton. Why are the rabbits hiding in the cauldron, man? Every time. If you put a cauldron in a freaking, like, pet thing, they just instantly hop in. I don't understand it. Anyway, I don't really have a ton to say. I mean, here it is. There's not a lot of access panels. I'll probably talk about that in the tutorial. I don't know. This is actually one of the times where I'm recording the, intro before the actual tutorial. And, yeah, that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space need for this is, well, you don't need any space. All you need is your pet store refresh thingy-mabob from the other day. The materials you need to start off, however, are block of iron, wherever it is, block of quartz, sea lanterns, white concrete, granite, gray concrete, brick blocks. I might just leave it there. Actually, I'll go just for fun. I'll go spruce wood or spruce logs. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I just always use the wood. I don't really know why. And black stained glass blocks will go. I can't even list everything you need, and I don't even, like, know it, to be honest. Unfortunately, that's kind of how interiors will be. Anyway, come inside your Refresh pet store, and the first thing you want to do is you might want to give yourself some night vision, because we're not going to be working with the lights instantly. I'll just do, like, actually, I'm going to do 1200 seconds, which is 20 minutes if my brain is correct. Hold on, is it V? What button? It's not that button. Z? It's Z. I don't know why it's Z. It is 20 minutes, though. So the first thing you want to do is you want to break your entire grass floor and replace it with block of iron. I'm going to do this with a giant /fill command for the most part. Under the black glass, oh god, what did I do under the black glass? Is it also just iron? Because I feel like I didn't do iron. I feel like it's polished basalt. But that's off the top of my head. Let me confirm. It is polished basalt. So under the glass is polished basalt, which whenever you fill in the entirety of your floor with iron, you can make that. Or just, like, do it actually first. I'm gonna do it first. And then the most of the floor will again be the iron. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part, as we get through this. I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do, actually. I'll do a /fill command, yeah, for the most of the iron. You really can't do it all because of the shape of the build. Like, I'm gonna probably have to go from, say, this block here to, like, this block, and I think that'll iron underscore block. I think that'll get, yeah, pretty much most of it, and then there's just these little sections which I'll manually fill this one because of the weird shape of it. Also, I don't know how it sounds. It's probably fine, but if I sound slightly dead or different, it's because I'm recording this extremely early. Generally, tutorials I record around when I stream. Now it's like 10 in the morning right now. Just the usual experience, because, yeah, it might be that way. It might be that way. Until school starts, then it can't really be that way, but we'll ignore that fact. I'm gonna try to keep with the mainly streams come the school year, just depending on what my work schedule is and stuff, because, you know, I don't really want to be going crazy here. There's also some parts okay, let me rephrase this. There's, like, a couple areas in this that are a little weird that kind of change in the inside from the outside. It's just, it's a safety, not really a safety precaution. I don't know why I made that reference, but it's just because of the way the build is shaped. I had to do some suspicious things. And also the way the detailing is. That, I think, was the big issue with that. One more /fill command. I wish you could do it like Java. Java's is so much easier, where you can do the, like, you can press tab and it'll, like, you know, scroll to it. They need to add that to Bedrock. Anyway. There's that. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do will be what? Let me open my photos because my phone keeps saying 99. Okay. So this wall's weird, actually. If you're looking at the glass, it's going to be left of it. However, it's technically the right side of the build. It's near the diagonal thing, but it's at the front wall. This granite gray concrete area, you'll bring this kind of back by 2 with the granite and gray concrete like this. And you only need it as tall as the mangrove, which we have to... Okay. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a second. The rest of this wall going to the corner is obviously going to be the granite, but the wall is going to be smooth quartz. So you can get rid of your block of iron and get out smooth quartz, I suppose. We might have to... Okay, well, that's not great. I'm going to get rid of the smooth quartz again so we can just, like, punch something out. Get out mangrove planks, and this row of black glass behind the mangrove planks, you'll actually destroy and replace with mangrove. And then what you'll do with that is you'll take that mangrove and you'll bring it back another row. From here, you can take this top row of black glass that's above everything, kind of surround it in gray concrete on all sides that you can, except, I guess I'd leave that a brick. Get rid of, I'm going to say your mangrove planks, and just for a minute, your block of quartz, if you want to shove it into your inventory, I kind of forgot about this step. You want to get out orange concrete and light blue concrete, and basically what you want to do is you want to make a pattern, and it's going to be 3 orange, 3 light blue, 4 orange, 3 light blue, and 3 orange, just behind that row of black glass. And if you look at it from the outside, it might be inverted. No, that's, I think, actually right. I nailed that. I'm so smart. You'll have that, though. You can invert the colors if you want. I don't know. I just like orange and light blue. And then you should probably get back out your 2 quartzes. Just remember, I'm going to have smooth quartz first and block of quartz second. Block of quartz is for the roof, smooth quartz is for the walls. That should probably give you most of the details you'll need. Where's the other image that I had to... Oh, it's at the end. I have like 90. Hold on. Give me a second to figure life out here. What? Where? Oh, it's there. So, at this front... Where you have the bone... Or no, it's not the bone. It's the paw print on the outside. It's got a weird thing going on. Basically, the front brick row, you'll just kind of coat in the granite and obviously the granite and the smooth quartz. Just to kind of, you know, cover up everything you have. And then I would take this one row here at the side, directly next to the black glass, and just bring it back a row. Just like that. Now, let's just get this out of the way as well. This kind of brick section here at the side, the left side. It's the smallest section and the furthest left section. You're going to want to take... First off, I would actually bring the smooth quartz granite just so it's basically in line with the wall. So you're going to bring it just kind of in on each side by 1, I suppose. This is just for convenience, so we don't have to do this in a second. And then basically all of the granite, brick, and spruce planks inside of this, you're going to want to kind of coat this in white concrete. So you're just making the walls fully white. You're leaving the corners open, though, where it meets the smooth quartz. That just kind of gives you a nice little diagonal and almost separates it better. There will be some blue in here in a little bit, but not right now. We're just going to do all white, including the ceiling, because, I don't know, it's easier. At least for me. And for our inventory, because, oh my god, we're having troubles already. There you go. That's what I get for using, like, 14 different colors on the outside of the build, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna mark out some roofs. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I know that was a big lie. I'm sorry. I'm going to mark out the back and right walls. So, you have this gray concrete thing here. And you'll have this row of 5 brick here at the right side. I was just making sure I had this correct. You'll take from this back block, you'll go back diagonally to the left with the granite. Then you'll go back diagonally to the left, counting 3, and on that third one, you'll place another granite. So you'll have 2 gap here. And then you'll go from this one back diagonally to the right by 4. And then you'll go 4 diagonally to the right by 3, and it should connect. You'll bring all this granite up with gray concrete until it just becomes in line with the spruce, or just, I guess, connects to the other gray concrete, rather. And yeah, there is actually a change in here, which I'll worry about when we get to this part. It's not really important right now, because, I don't know, it just isn't. And then over the, oh god, I missed one. Over the 2 diagonals, hold on. You want a 3-block gap, basically. So you can bring the gray concrete up here down by, actually, 3. So that was convenient. There we go. So you'll have 2 at the top. It will end up, I think, being 1 with the, yeah, it will be 1 with the ceiling height, but that's not important right now. Come to the furthest back row of gray concrete. It's this one. It's a singular row. You'll take that granite, and you'll bring it back by, where is the thing? There it is. 2 granite. I'll say get rid of your smooth quartz so you can get out jungle doors, and you'll place 2 jungle doors behind that, and then 2 more granite. Behind that, you'll place a spruce wood, and then going left, you're going to want to, I'm going to tell you to do this differently than I actually have this written down, just for, because I have it written down dumbly, but you want to break into the floor and place 3 sideways stripped, or sorry, not stripped, normal spruce wood, or logs, then place 1 above, 3 in the ground, oh god, 1 above, 3 in the ground, and then 1 above. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now, I guess. And then from this one here, you can go left with 4 granite, back with 5, left with 16, and then you'll go back with 5. What's convenient about this is it'll basically cut off that smooth quartz section from the, I guess, back area, which isn't really going to be this big. These are all, like, tanks that take up, most of them are 3x3. You'll notice that isn't entirely true, though, because there's some that are, like, 3x5 or whatever, but, you know. So, essentially, every 3rd block, when you're going left to right, will be a spruce wood. Now, it's going to be the corners as well, so if you want to, just on top of this granite here, just these, 3 corners, I just placed spruce wood. I wouldn't do that back corner because I don't believe that's spruce wood. And then between these 2, it'll be every, like, 4th block. So 3-block gap, spruce wood, whatever, and then you'll have 5 spruce wood there and 6 total in that little area. So the 2 at the right side are 4 blocks apart. That's correct. Just to confirm. Alright, so now it's going to get strange. Really strange. Do I have a picture of the entire thing? I do. Well, most of it. Basically, every spruce wood you want to bring up by... Okay, this is where it gets weird. How do I explain this? You want to bring them all up by 2, except for the ones that are here, like, in line with the granite. Those will be brought up by 3. So, essentially, it's just, 2, 2, 2. So, they'll all end up at the same height, basically. The ones on the granite being 2 up, the other ones being 3 up. There you go. There's one other change, because why not make this complex? Take these, okay, so basically that first corner of granite is this one, this kind of, I guess, front left corner? I don't really know. It's not even left or front. But this granite here, the spruce wood row, you want to bring this spruce up by 1, and then you'll bring the 2 that are kind of closest to it also up by 1, so it'll give you that. That's just because that's a parrot enclosure, and the parrots need more room to fly than the frogs need to fly, so, just as an example, frogs. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a flying frog somewhere, I don't really know. Anyway. This is where I think we start filling things in a little bit more. I'm going to start with a dumb step. First, actually, get rid of your jungle doors and get out black stained glass panes. Just so we have them. You want to come to the leftmost kind of spruce area. It's this one. You'll connect these 2 spruce logs together with block of quartz, and you'll also bring that left spruce wood to the back with block of quartz. Every other spruce you want to connect together with black stained glass pane. It'll be 2 rows for that left one. It'll be 3 for almost all of them. However, the ones that are in the ground, you want to use black stained glass blocks for. That's just because they're water enclosures, and I don't really want the fish going to the edge of the panes and just fricking dying. So yeah, you'll see these, all the left ones are 3. This kind of parrot one is 4, just because this might actually change. I'll confirm that later, but it should be, it shouldn't matter too much. And then the black stained glass blocks are also 4, but they are shorter than the parrot because they are in the floor. Or I guess in line with the floor, rather. Just like that. If you would like, you can bring this entire kind of ordeal up with some block of quartz. Again, just kind of outlining the top. This isn't exactly a huge thing to do. It's just, it'll separate the back from the front when we're doing the ceiling, which will be the next thing we do, so we can actually get some freaking light in here, because it's dark and scary. There you go. It looks stupid as frick right now, but we'll get that fixed up later. Also, while we're sectioning things off, you can in fact take that granite at the right near the jungle door and just bring it up with like 4 bricks. You technically only need 3, yeah. And also above the door, you'll leave a 1-block gap at the top 2 bricks. You can also, or you can connect like that. Top 2 rows of 2 bricks, that would make more sense. There will be some mangrove there, strip mangrove there, just for the employees only sign, because I don't really know, I feel like doing something fancy. Anyway, you'll notice one thing about this, right? It's about the parrot enclosure, which is whatever. So basically, from the parrot enclosure, what you can do, where's the image of it? There it is. You can take the middle block, yeah, the middle row of black stained glass panes and that block of quartz on top. You'll bring it forward with 2 sea lanterns, 3 blocks of quartz, 2 sea lanterns, 3 blocks of quartz, and then you'll keep that pattern going until you reach the front, which you'll end on 2 blocks of quartz. Just cause. Okay, this actually helps me. So you can place 2 rows of blocks of quartz left and right of it, just to, I guess, fill this out. I don't really know what else you want me to say with that. Only 6, we're already 16 minutes in, that's good. So that will be a little bit taller, that's just so that works. It's a little strange, but it's fine. Down diagonally from either side, you can place another row block of quartz, which will section this roof into, or the ceiling, I guess, into 3 sections. The tall one and then the 2 different short ones. So at the right side, which is the side with the diagonal gray concrete, right from the front, left if you're looking towards the front, you'll place, at the actual front, you'll place 1 row block of quartz, and off of this row that we already have, you can place just 1 more row. Like that. You can place in the corner here a sea lantern, and then you can bring it towards the back by 1. Now, you'll notice, I'm going to just mark out the other one too, which the other one's actually the same. It's going to be the, you know, the 2 rows closest to that upper thing, and then the 1 at the front. And then, oh, this, I forgot this goes back further, so you can bring that back further, obviously, that would be a logical choice. But, see that in the corner, and then you'll bring it the back by 1. So, the way these work, long ways is 3 block gaps, so, like, going, you know, you got 2 sea lanterns, 3 quartz, 2 sea lanterns. However, in the direction where you only have 1 sea lantern, it's 2 quartz, 1 sea lantern, 2 quartz, 1 sea lantern, whatever. It's just that pattern going all the way, and it's a lot of it, for sure. I don't really know what else to say. So you're seeing this, I don't know when, but obviously you'll just end when you hit any block of quartz. Also, while I'm thinking about it, on the left side you have 4, wait, why do you have 4? I thought it was 3, am I stupid? I have an image of it, so I can actually confirm how stupid I am. Okay. I'm gonna tell you to break, not the backmost block of quartz, but basically the most visible back, which is this row, and you can place a row of spruce wood. It's just at the back left turtle, it will be turtle, enclosure, and that will just split it up. And you do actually want to also bring this front left spruce wood here up by 1 as well, so it's like that, and then in the middle, that bottom middle block of quartz you can just break and replace with a sea lantern. I just want to get that out of the way. Not to interrupt, although it is my own tutorial, so I can do what I want, but when you hit this point at the grooming section, you'll have, essentially you'll end in line with that spruce wood there, that corner row, And then the next little, like, row of lights, it will be the same kind of pattern and whatever, but it'll be a block higher. And when you do that, it'll essentially make the grooming place have a higher ceiling. I don't even know. But you'll also have a row of smooth quartz here, which is fine. And then in the grooming place, what I ended up doing was, we're going to ignore this front row because it's mostly going to be replaced with blue and a little bit here. So basically, one off the, I guess, left row, you'll break 2 sea lanterns going back, 2 block gap, 2 sea lanterns, and you'll just keep that going, so you'll have 4 lights. And that's really all, and then obviously this. I might end up leaving the part in where I actually screwed this up, because I was talking about something important. So, yeah, just, like, ignore when that happens and actually look at this here, because this is what you want. Okay, sorry about that. But, yeah, so basically what I was saying is, you're probably seeing this early week. Next tutorial this week will be Alpha 3 for those who are actually interested. It'll be first floor only, likely. Because I just can't put myself to do more at the moment. And I was like, man, I'm getting asked for it so much, I'm just going to throw out the first floor. Hopefully second and the rest will be in one, although it might be second floor has its own part and then the rest is a third. I'm sorry if it's broken up that way, because that is obviously, you know, shorter videos, but it's just, it gives me more content, so. Because Alpha 3 is kind of a freebie. It's not one that I'm going to sit down and record for an hour at once, because that just doesn't help me at this point in time. Especially with those longer tutorials, because, you know, I don't really have time to kind of just not have a full tutorial recorded in a day for the daily schedule purposes. But hopefully I can get some other things out at you as well. Like, you'll see, maybe this week, maybe next week, you'll see a Spirit prop video. So that'll be fun, I guess. But, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Again, I do apologize, that was so long for that Alpha 3. It's just, with how much I was streaming, and again, how much I'm like, I'm not recording this in a day by itself, it just made it tough. But, yeah, you'll get it soon. Also, actually, never mind, that's already 3. There's one half done. The other half is, I've made a mistake. There we go. But yeah, this is not in my priority list. Flagship is as well. I'm sorry about that too for anybody who's waiting for that. That is just rough to build because there's literally no good theme pictures anywhere online. I mean, there's some, but they don't really do justice. And I'm not really gonna, like, I mean, I could after a shift at Spirit just like take a quick video, but I don't know, man. I want to go home after. It's the mindset though. Also, at this left side, there will be a light that's cut off. Just, like, place it anyway. It doesn't really matter. That's what I did. At least. It's right there. Ah, I screwed it up. Yeah, I did. I was like, wait, did I actually? Yeah, I did, though. Alright. Now, you can clear your inventory, and we're going to get the banner letters out of the way, because I've never done these in a tutorial before. And by the way, this is off my memory, so, I've made these letters a lot, though, because of if you guys were on the security breach stream that I did. But, you need blue concrete, you need loom, singular loom. I'm actually going to grab a singular one instead of a stack, because a nerd move. Where the frick is a loom? Oh my god, this is why we don't use banner letters. There we go. Blue banners, which you need specifically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 if you're in survival, 7 if you're in creative. I grabbed, they are not in stacks of 9. I don't know where 9 even came from. And you need just a certain amount of white dye and also blue dye. I don't have the numbers. Why did it grab 61? Oh, wait, because I have some in my inventory. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that was from earlier. That's why I just screwed up with everything that I grabbed. That's fine. That'll just be, I don't even know where these torches came from. I don't know why I have them. Anyway. Place your loom down, and we're actually going to not do anything with it yet because I want to mark out the letters. So basically, count to the, we'll say the 5th white concrete in at the top row. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Break it, and it should just be the 7, I guess behind it in my case. And that is correct. You'll replace them with blue concrete, and you'll bring that blue concrete down a row. Now it's time to make the G. You're going to want to obviously place a blue banner in there. You want white, yeah, you want white dye, and what I'm going to tell you to do is place a white line along the right, which is, okay, it doesn't tell me the pattern just by looking at it with the mouse. That's always good. Oh, it's white, pale, sinister, in case you want to know that. And then you'll want that. You'll place a blue die in, and you'll cover the top half with blue, which is, what is the pattern called? It doesn't even give me a name for it. Oh, no, yes, it does. Blue Perfest. With the, okay, whatever. And then you'll basically have a line. You'll place line across the left, which I'm not telling the names anymore because it's dumb. Line across the top and line across the bottom. It'll be it'll look kind of thicker on the top and bottom, which is annoying, but whatever. There's your G. I'll just place it. The R is a little strange. You want to place along the right side a full row. Then you'll put in your blue die and you'll cover the bottom half with the blue. And then you will go line across the top, line across the left, line across the middle going left to right. And then you want the diagonal line from top left to bottom right, which will give you an R. Which, by the way, this R design doesn't allow for borders, unfortunately, on the banner letters. I think it's the only letter that has that issue, if I am correct, but, yeah. For the O, this one is really easy. It's just line across the bottom, top, left, and right. I'm definitely not doing that in the order that just came out of my mouth in, but whatever. And then the next two will be O's, which is why I said the survival thing. Next one, you want to put a singular white die in, and you want to do the X. And you could technically do the two diagonals separately, but the X is obviously just saving you a thing. You'll place a blue die in, and again, you'll cover the bottom half in blue, so it'll give you kind of a really small V. Put your white die in, and you want to do just a line on the right and line on the left. It's not perfect, but it's an M, so just don't look at it too hard, because you might see an H. I already have a G. Oh my god. For the I, this is also easy. Line down the middle vertical line, so top to bottom, and then just a line at the bottom and top going across, and there's your I. I like that one. Put in another blue banner, and where is my white die? There it is. And you want line across the left, or line along the left, line along the right, both vertical lines. And then a diagonal line, top left to bottom right, and that will give you a nice N. And then you just actually want another G, so you would have needed 6 banners. I clickbaited you. And yeah, there you go. There's banner letters for the first time in a tutorial. Mark it down as something interesting, because I don't really know. Let me just, clear my god-awful inventory. There we go. Let's actually just, throw the things in here, too, while we're standing around doing nothing. Get out smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz slabs, tripwire hook, spruce stairs, spruce slabs, spruce trapdoors, chains, and we'll go cauldrons and oak trapdoors. And that will actually literally perfectly finish this, which is nice. First off, outside of the section, just in each corner where the granite and white concrete meet, you'll place a cauldron with an oak trapdoor on top. You could use a composter, personal choice. At the frontmost side of it, which is, I was gonna say close to the G, but there's a G at the front and the beginning and end. God dang it. Anyway, from the front side here, you'll place, coming out from the front left-hand corner, you'll place going back 4 smooth quartz blocks. You'll bring it you'll bring it right with a slab, and then 2 blocks, and you'll connect that end block forward. Place slabs on top of every single block, and then in the middle here, you would fill this in with slabs. At the white concrete in line with the smooth quartz slabs, just I'd say back more block, you'll place a tripwire hook. This is so I don't know, you can put a doggy in here and you can, I don't know, step inside and give him a nice bath. I don't really know. I don't, work at a pet store, but I've seen these. They have these. At least my local one did. I don't know if they still do. I don't know. It doesn't matter, because we don't go there enough. Anyway, from the back left-hand corner, you'll place, in this corner, an upside-down spruce slab, and you'll bring it right one. You'll bring it forward a row, and then forward with upside-down spruce stairs that face into that. So you now have a 3x2, and if you're looking at it like it's a 3x2, you'll do the back middle, and you'll place a chain on top with a spruce trapdoor on top of that, and connect that spruce trapdoor to the actual back wall, which will be right if you're looking at it from the, like you're looking at the grooming station, whatever. That's like a little thing where you can, I think usually these are to connect to their collars, so you can, you know, have them leashed so they're not trying to run across the store while you're trying to trim their nails or hair or whatever. Yeah. There you go. Nice little grooming station. Nothing crazy. But that already makes it better than the other pet stores, because those didn't have one. Anyway, ignoring that, you want to... Well, we have smooth quartz slabs, actually. You want to come into the gray concrete section here. And actually, well, we have spruce slabs as well, because that'll be convenient. Where's my image of it? Oh my god, I have way too many freaking images. There we go. In line with the granite, you'll just place upside down smooth quartz slabs going around this shape. I wouldn't block the entrance in any way. A full, actually, it's a block and a half above, right? Yeah, block and a half above, so in line with the second row of gray concrete, you'll do the same thing with upside down smooth quartz slabs yet again. It's like that. Direct your attention to the ceiling, and you want to break the middle spruce slab. Break out in each direction by 1, giving you a plus sign. Just for ease of access, you can also place upside down spruce slabs under the other spruce slabs. It just kind of makes the skylight work better with the way that I have it. And then you can get rid of, I guess, everything if you really want, and get out black stained glass blocks, and just place it in that plus black stained glass blocks in line with the upside down slabs, so it'll stick in more than out, which is what you want. Hey, look, the sun. Can I line it? Okay, I'm getting distracted. And that, you can see how much brighter that is from when we walked in there. There is kind of the elephant in the room, which is the, like, darkness that masks the back of the build, but we'll ignore that for a little bit here, because I want to finish the front. You want to... I mean, you should probably get rid of the glass. And you want to get out cyan terracotta, stone brick stairs. Where the frick are they? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Stone stairs, stone blocks. I don't think you need stone slabs. You do not. There was something else that I was like, yeah, you'll need that. I suppose the good old strip mangrove wood or logs. It still doesn't matter. Oh my god, where did it go? There we go. Spruce or dark oak? I know, that's spruce signs. Is it? Do I have an image of it? Oh my god. Why do I not have an image of it, bruh? Well, either or works, but I'm gonna go with dark oak because I feel like dark oak is more logical. Glowing sacks and white dye. I guess let's start with that. Above the jungle doors, you can just place sideways strip mangrove wood with signs on them. You'll go down a line, and you'll type, on the first sign, you'll type employees, and in front of the word employees, which that's how it's spelled in case you didn't know, you'll place a bunch of spaces. And you're going to want to place spaces until you go down a line, and then you'll go back 2. And then you'll do the same with only, except you'll place the spaces behind it. So down a, the space goes down a line, and then you'll go 1 off, 2 off. Actually, you could, I guess, have left it the same way, but whatever. Then your glowing sack and white dye it, like that. I guess since we actually have an extra inventory space, you want to get out weighted heavy pressure plates. Yes, which are the iron ones. And you'll just place them either side of the jungle doors, so when you walk into them, they open sesame for you. There you go. I suppose it's time for the counter, because you have to pay somehow for your axolotl. I had to use axolotl. I love axolotls. They're awesome. That was me procrastinating so I could get an image. Anyway, that you have that 3 rows of gray concrete, and you want to take the middle of it. And you'll bring this granite back with 4 cyan terracotta, and then towards the brick wall with 6. You can place some stone brick stairs on this where they're facing forward, and I just will do 1 block off the far end and 2 blocks off the kind of corner, like that. Well, we're also not here, but not here, but there. Perfect. Let's do the shelves. From this corner of cyan terracotta, you want to count back by 6. And you want to count left by 2, and you'll place a stone block. You'll bring it back by 3. I don't know if you can hear my fan. It's like doing some weird noise. You're going to place upside down stone stairs on the left and right of it, and then just a row of stone blocks on top. From that, you want to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block gap from the stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th one, you'll place a stone. You'll bring it back by, I can count this one better, 8. And then it'll go up with, until it touches the ceiling, so 3 rows of stone. And then you'll place upside down stone stairs off the 1st row and 3rd row of stone on the left and right. And you'll leave another, it's technically a 5 block gap from it, and you'll do the same shelf. 1, 2, so you'll have 6 blocks when you place the stone. It'll be 5 blocks between them, you know, all that good jazz. I just have 3 shelves. I wasn't really going crazy with shelves. I was more focused on the, well, the pets part of it and the, well, the pet maintenance part of it, I suppose. Because every good pet store has a grooming area. Not really. But that's always a plus. Anyway. I'm gonna do now, okay, this is dumb. Probably somebody's gonna not like this. But it's fine. So just because I didn't feel like putting dogs and cats in a glass enclosure, I gave them a little cage. You want to clear your inventory and get out. Dark oak fence. Oh, God. Dark oak fence gate. Oak trap doors. Ah, I love caps lock. Red carpet. Sandstone walls. And I believe there's cauldrons back there. Yeah, there's cauldron back there. So come to the entrance area, and you want to be right of it if you're looking at the entrance. And we're going to kind of orient ourselves this way for this part, and then it'll be weirder later, but whatever. So what you want to do is you want to take this granite here at the base, and you want to bring it back with 3 dark oak fence. Go right with a fence, right with a fence gate, 3 fence, fence gate, fence. Take the middle fence and, oh god, connect it back. Oh, I guess technically towards the front of the build, but whatever. You will copy that row one more time. And then on top of that, once you do it, you'll place just a full fence setup without the fence gate. Like so. You may pick and choose which one you want cats, which one you want dogs. I picked right one as cats, left one as dogs, so I'll start with dogs because biased. Back left-hand corner of this, you'll break in the floor and place a cauldron, and then just kind of in front of it, I'd place a 3x2 of red carpet like that. I did the same in the cat's enclosure, however, in the back right, placed 2 sandstone walls moving up. Those are just like a little scratching post so they can, well, scratch the post. And, yeah. On top of it, you can cover this entire thing in oak trap doors. This is really annoying. Also, if you hold fly and crouch at the same time, you can do this. It makes it so much easier. Which, for keyboard, it's space shift. For controller, it'd be like X and then right stick down, or left stick down. I think it's yeah, left stick down. I had to think about that. And I don't know what it is for other things, but, or I guess A and left stick down if you're Xbox, but whatever. There you go. I will place the animals at the end just because I really don't feel like shuffling my inventory that much. You can clear your inventory and get out. Granite is going to be a lot of the same materials. Brick walls. Brick blocks. I'm not actually positive if we need them, but I'm pretty sure we do. Block of quartz. Sea lanterns. Quartz slabs. And I'll call it there, actually. So we'll start with the turtle enclosure, because that's the one that's really freaking weird. Do I have an image of it? Oh, I do. So basically, I would recommend night vision. However, you do want to come behind here and go all the way to the left, and that's where you have this one. First off, this left side will be filled in with brick walls, including that little row behind the spruce. And then you will essentially take this wall and you'll mirror it in line with this row of spruce here. So you do actually need spruce wood then, I forgot about that. But it'll be from front to back, 3 bricks, spruce wood, brick. And then it'll be, you really only need it 2 rows tall. No, you do need it 3 tall because of the enclosure to the right here. And then the ceiling will just be filled in with block of quartz. However, where you have that sea lantern, you do want to place an upside down quartz slab right of it, just so you can actually see the sea lantern and the light makes sense. I'm going to be doing this a lot, I'm sure, trapping myself in here. Because we're not finishing them, we're just laying them out. So you will have to keep breaking in and out of them, which is unfortunate. So the rest in this back row are just 3x3s. So essentially you'll take each granite below the spruce and you'll bring it back by 4. And then on top you'll place 3 bricks and a spruce. And then it'll be 3 tall. They're 3x3x3s actually, which is a little convenient. And then the back will also just be brick walls. And then again, it really doesn't matter where, but somewhere you do want to break with it. You do want to do the sea lantern trick, I'm going to call it, because I don't know. It's a funny name. Where you just have a sea lantern on top of the brick wall. And then you will, frick, let me speak for once. Oh my god. I don't know if a quartz slab within the enclosure. There we go. I'm just going to actually place it at the left and right of it and also the back. Just because, I don't know, the left and right, they share the wall, so it makes sense. So I'll have that set up. Kind of a really, really, like, badly drawn W because somebody made it backwards. But anyway, that'll just make them nice and bright. You can also change it depending on the enclosure. Like, the order, I believe, is... Obviously, that left one's turtle. I think it's spider, frog, rabbit. I think of these 3. Also, I would place on top of the brick walls quartz if you don't have a sea lantern already. Just so you don't have a gap. A small gap, but gap nonetheless. Hey, I didn't trap myself inside. Let's go. For the parrot one. The parrot one is where everything you've ever known just says no. You already actually have it marked out, so you can kind of just do a little bit of connecting. Essentially, you want that. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's a 3x4x4, basically. So you're just connecting the corner. It's the same ordeal, it's just one taller and one further back. And also, those panes are like that with the quartz. If you want to change it to, like, something else, you can. Although, I don't know if anything else works well. Except for maybe quartz, but I don't know. And then I ended up doing, actually, 2 at the right side and 1 at the back, just like that, for the sea lanterns. That's what you should have. Again, there's nothing crazy. We'll worry about the floor and stuff in them as we get to them, however. And then the fish enclosures are weird. So, actually, okay. I'm going to make a change, which I have it this way, so it's not really a change. But at the right wall of the parrot enclosure, you want it to be brick blocks, except for that top row will be walls. Apologize, a minor mistake. It doesn't really affect... I mean, it's only matters for the fish. But the fish enclosures are 3x3s? Yes, they're 3x3s. And it's going to just be the granite brick. You don't need the spruce wood because you're placing brick blocks on top of the... things instead, and they'll be as tall as the glass, and then the middle block at the ceiling you can just place a sea lantern like that, and then you don't really need to worry about anything specific other than just obviously that, you know, there's walls and stuff. And again, I have no way to actually like make... The only one that has an access point is the rabbit one. The rabbit one you can actually go inside and take a rabbit if you really wanted to. The other ones, you don't have that luxury. We'll go back around to the outside. There we go. So there's all of them just empty and bare bones. We'll go left to right to end on an easy one because, I don't know, that's how I work. Is that actually have the images as well? Let's go, it is. So, left one is the turtle. You want to, well, clear inventory. I'm going to just get out black stained glass paint and leave it in my hotbar. So I'm just going to be using these last 8 spaces. You want to get out gravel, dark oak slabs, water buckets. I picked the red coral. I forget, it's like red horn coral or fire. It's fire coral. Which one's horn? Oh, it's yellow. That's horn. Seagrass. I did use kelp, I believe. No, that's not kelp. That's just more seagrass. Or yeah, seagrass. And yeah, that's really all you need. So again, break inside. You're gonna want to actually break the iron for this one. Replace it all with gravel. Fill it in with water. Make sure the whole thing is waterlogged, obviously. And then the back row, you'll place a full row of upside down dark oak slabs. And then the next row forward, you'll just bring the left 2 with upside down dark oak slabs. And the kind of remaining corner of that 3x2, what would be, you'll place a fire coral. And then just place some seagrass. I placed front left and then 1 back on the right, like that. I'm going to actually... Nah, I'll place them all at the end. Next one over is the spider. Yeah, spider. Again, break in, and you want to play, or you want to, well, clear inventory, I guess. Get out coarse dirt. A large fern. And dark oak slabs. And actually, for fun, I'm going to get out the things for the next one. So you need, for the next one, you need mud, blackstone slabs, water buckets, and that's actually it, because you need a large fern again. That's funny. So in this one that you're in, you'll make the floor fully coarse dirt. Go back over. There we go. Back left corner, you'll place a large fern. Right of it, you'll place an upside down dark oak slab. You'll bring it up diagonally to the right with a slab, and then forward with another upside down dark oak slab. So it'll give you kind of a little pathway that a spider could walk up. You can't because you're too tall, but you get the point. Next one over. Back left corner, you'll place a mud block. Bring it forward by 2, and also take that back block and bring it right by 1. Place in the back right a blackstone slab, and in kind of the front left that you can, another blackstone slab that's in line with the mud. You'll break the rest of the floor, replace it with mud, and then you can just waterlog this area. Again, place a large fern in the back left-hand corner. Next one over. Can we get 2 with 1 again? I think we can. You want to clear your inventory and get out hay bales, spruce trapdoors, brick blocks, cauldrons, lightning rods, oak slabs, and yeah, that'll get us 2 again. Inside the next one over, which is another 3x3, it's the rabbit. You want to place just on top of the iron hay bales. You want them all to be facing up so you get this kind of straw bedding-ish pattern. At the right side, you want to break the bottom middle brick wall, and the 3 kind of that touch it, you also want to break and replace with brick blocks. This you do want to leave open, because on the outside, if you want to actually go out here and just place some spruce trap doors like this, you can, because that is how it is. They're just kind of like behind the wall, and they are opened up against, so, you know, if you need, you can actually access the rabbits here. You'll place a brick block kind of at the top there, and then off the 2 lower brick blocks, you'll place spruce trap doors and open them, so they're kind of basically, they're opened up against this block here, which doesn't actually exist, but you see what I mean. You'll place a spruce trap door kind of above that open block to give you a nice little area for them to hide in if they're sleeping. Back left corner, you'll place a cauldron. They go crazy for this. I don't know why. Literally, the image that I'm looking at right now, the rabbit's just vibing in there, and I don't understand it. But anyway, next one over is the parrot, which is fairly easy. Come in and make your entire floor hay bales again. Front left corner on the ceiling, you can place a lightning rod, and just, I guess, back diagonally to the right, you'll place another. Yeah. On the back wall, you can place, at this top brick wall here, you'll place an oak slab, and then you'll go down diagonally left with an upside down oak slab. In this back left-hand corner, along the floor, you'll place another upside down oak slab, forward with an oak slab. At the right wall in line with both of those, you'll place upside down oak slabs. And then front right-hand corner, you'll place another oak slab. That's what you have. It's not insanely complicated. None of these are, which is why I'm speeding through them like Lightning McQueen would. Anyway, the next ones are all kind of similar, except I use different coral for each of them. So I'll just tell you to clear your inventory, and I guess actually you want black stained glass blocks instead of panes this time. And you want water buckets, gravel. If you want to also use suspicious gravel to add a little bit of texture, you can. I didn't think of that until now. And I'll just say seagrass, kelp. What coral blocks did I use? I use blue, pink, and yellow. So tube, brain, and horn. And I also used, it looks like both variants of each. Yeah, I used both, you know, like the fan and the non-fan. So basically, I guess all three variants. Anyway, inside of each of them, I'm going to actually start with this so we can maybe try to get all of them. Just break your entire floor and replace it with gravel. In all three. Also, when you break in, it's probably best that you have it in the middle like that, so yeah, I do have it in the middle. Just so if we place water and end up still having to come in and out, it doesn't flow everywhere. And again, I would just fill it in with water. Why did that make no sound? Is it because I'm going up and placing it? That's so weird. Oh, I heard it make a sound for a second there. That's so strange. I hate that. There you go. Did I actually get all of them then? Oh no, I've horribly messed up somewhere. On all three of them, actually. There we go. In the left one, you'll place in the, well, front left-hand corner, you'll just place a 2 tall seagrass, which you need bone meal for. I forgot that was how that worked. And then in the back right-hand corner, you'll place tube coral, and it'll just be brought in out in each direction by 1 like that. Which is left, right, and up. Or left, forward, and up. Same thing in the next one, except it's 3 tall kelp in the front left corner, and then it's a double tall seagrass in the back left. And it'll be brain coral. This brain coral is actually a 1x2. I just have it like that. Just taking up the back right and the block left of it. And the next one, the horn, is, again, the same as the brain. And it's got kelp back left corner that's 3 tall. Hello? Okay, there we go. And then seagrass front right corner that's 2 tall. You can get rid of basically everything. I'd keep your water because we might have an issue here. And you'll just get out the 3 coral. So it's tube, coral, and fan. Brain, coral, and fan, and then horn, coral, and fan. And I'll start with the horn, I guess, because I'm already here. On top of the right coral, you'll place the coral, which this is the problem. You'll have to waterlog it, just place water, and then it works. And then, I actually had it here because I misplaced that, but you'll place horn, coral, fan, I guess just in front of. That made that go everywhere, okay. Why did that make that go everywhere? What? Okay, whatever. I'm going to block that off then. That's strange. Next one over, brain coral on top of the right block, and then fan on top of the left block. And again, it's probably going to do the same thing. Oh, no, it didn't. But yeah, you'll have to do the waterlog thing again. I'll block it off, I suppose. Right one, it'll be tube coral on the top block, and then the fan will be on the left of the front block like that. And that will not do anything. Okay. Now, to put in the animals, which means we're like 1 step away from being done after that, because we got to do the back area. Clear inventory, and the spawn eggs you need a lot of them. Wolf, cat, turtle, frog. I got it in the wrong order. I'll say cave spider and then frog if you really want them to be in right order. Cave spider just so it's smaller. Oh my god, I can't find these things. Wait, I know what cave spider looks like, so I can just still not find it. What? Oh, there we go. And then frog, which is it's orange and it's somewhere. There it is. Rabbit, And parrot, we'll say. Which I still can't find the rabbit. This is why... There we go, rabbit, and then parrot is actually right next to it. Perfect. You do have one more space, but it's just all fish stuff from here, so it's not really going to make a difference. But I'll just get out black stained glass panes as well. And again, for me, it's the left one. I'll just place 2 wolves in. If you want to actually tame them and have them be sitting, and, you know, you can do that. And then the other one, it'll be 2 cats. At the back, the left one will be a sea turtle. This poor guy, I don't even know what he does. And the other one, he was literally just sitting there in the water. Poor guy. Next one over, cave spider. Don't escape, please. Okay, thank you. Next one over, a frog. I usually place 2 or 1. He's in the ground. Okay. Next one over, rabbit. I'm just doing 1. Oh, and there he goes, straight in. See, I told you he likes it. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, the trapdoors glitch their AI a little bit. So he'll kind of just try to run into the trapdoor aimlessly. It's strange, but because they always, I think their AI always interprets it as, like, it's, closed. So he'll try to just run into that wall endlessly. Well, not endlessly. He'll eventually figure it out, but next one over, parrots, which I'll actually place 2 in. Don't escape. Okay. And then it'll be, for the next 3, it will be axolotl, it will be tropical fish, and it will be cod. Axolotl, tropical fish, cod. You can do salmon instead of cod. It really doesn't matter. Boop, boop. Oh my god. It looks like Squirt. Actually, they both kind of do differently. Because Squirt's like yellow, I think. He's like a whitish yellow. It's weird. Which is not pink, but whatever. Color blindness. Again, tropical fish. I'll place 3. And then cod or whatever you really want it to be. Why are you doing this? I wasn't asking for you to flood my entire freaking... I almost just called it a restaurant. Now, this next part I'm not really going to be entirely specific with. You need stone stairs, and you need your ceiling blocks, because you want to place lights back here, obviously. I'm not going to be specific with it, because as you can see back here, it's perfectly fine, so you could literally just do this and get away with it. But there's some patterns and stuff if you really want to figure it out to make it more bright. I'm not entirely interested in that. Also, like, there's corners like this and stuff where you can really change it if you want. I don't care enough to change it, if you want my honest opinion. I'm just like, whatever, honestly, but, like, I don't even know. I'll just, like, randomly place lights so it is actually at least lit up. Before, I did end up making some sort of a effort to make it look good, but I've been recording this for too long, so. You hit that point, don't you? Almost there. And then the thing that I will be more specific about is this kind of wall area here. Now, where's the image of it? Oh, there it is. I actually brought this granite and brick over a row to kind of fill in this gap. And then I took the upside down stone stairs and I brought in every row just all the way around. And I just brought them a few across the actual back there. Just kind of like that. Just a big old C. And then I have 3 rows of these. And, yeah, that looks really stupid. Once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Refresh Pet Store interior complete. Let me know what you guys think of this one. This one kind of brings changes, because banner letters now exist in tutorials if I really want them to. They won't be for exteriors, probably. It'll just be for, like, fancy details like that. Or fancy exterior details, but not banner letters that much. Unless it's like a 1-letter, 1-word thing or something that I can be like, huh, that works. But I'm just not a fan of them in general. I just use it for logic. But I mean, I think that's watched the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.